Yeah, I think when we look back in this game, then I think everything what we plan go in this direction. What we want, I think we controlled against the ball. I think I would say the whole game. I cannot remember so many chances what they have. This was more from corner kicks or free kicks that they create something, or with some throw-ins. But I think from the open game they had nothing. And this was, of course, our big plan, that we let, I think, high individual quality players not to come in a game with fun. I think we crashed it. And also I think we create the one or other very, very good chance today. We have 3 highlight chances, and in the end I think this is what make us today very disappointed, that in the end a wrong decision from the referee decide the penalty, and in the end, and this is on us. We have to calculate. This is always the same. We have to calculate wrong decisions from the referees, and we have to score. And this is in the end, I think today, the potential what we have to speak. We have to score, and I think my boys knows that today we lose here in Orlando against, of course, a good team, but today we have, I think, the wheel over the whole game time in our hand. But we was not sexy enough in front of the goal to score, and in the end a wrong decision decide for Orlando today, and this is very, very, very painful that the season opener starts and decide with a referee decision. My understanding is when the ball goes on the chest, after that on the hand, it's the rule say is very clear. Also in every education what we have with the referees, they always told us that it's not the hand. And today we have exactly the situation, and the video assistant was I don't know what he think, but it would be very interesting. I think we lose this game with a wrong decision, and the game, I think, was on a very, very good level. Also the atmosphere outside in this stadium was brilliant, but there's in the end a wrong decision decide here. This makes me very, very unhappy and very thoughtful that we come not on a different level with our decisions. I think this is my open statement. That I say this in the open statement now, that we have, I think, a very good structure, very good behavior to let Orlando in a home game not to come in their style what they want. I think they overload us the wide areas, but we have always, I think, answers against that, and they find not the control. And I think we can realize after 20 seconds, you can see this again with Cameron Harper, a foul in the penalty area, nothing will come. Also a big foul on Elias. He was alone in front of the goalkeeper. Was, from my eyes, I think the center back was the last man, was a red card. Nothing happened in this direction, and in the end we create a lot of pressure against the back 4, sometimes the back 3 that was very flexible, and we create chances. And what I am very, very I think, and this is on us, that we use not today 3-4 highlight chances for us in a successful way, and but we play for chances, we create chances, and in this way I think we would deserve, of course, more today, but
very intense game against a rival that doesn't give up in any minute, and certainly New York with the pressing and the way they structure their defensive zones in the middle and at front is very difficult to break. For us, it was a big challenge to find the spaces that we normally do or find in the past games. and we didn't want it to give up on the idea of keep trying it. But especially in the first half, we didn't have success with it. Second half, it's much level. Until we start just getting more glimpses of sequences and start being more ourselves. And I think the best part of the game for us was that we caught that intensity all the time, and our heart was great today. And it was a very deserved 3 points. So we're happy, we're pleased with that heart, and obviously the first game opener at home in front of our fans and getting 3 points against such a good rival is very valuable. Right, it's much better when we don't use him, and or he doesn't need to be that protagonist, but that's what he's there for. His experience and those actions where we need him the most. I think he's incredible, and we're very pleased to have him for sure. We're happy to have Pedro back, and he knows that he's important. I think he did pretty well. In the friendly game, it was similar to. He went for his visa process to stay away from us, so the adaptation has been very short. And seeing the way he performed today and the way he came out in the game, bringing us that energy, and also those actions where just himself create something that we needed, because we were under pressure. It just let us feel very optimistic. The idea on bring him in the field was exactly that. Just try to stretch the field, because that's what he likes, and use the spaces behind of those central backs. Try to win our duels and use his energy as well to defend. I think he did that very well. It's true, in the first half, we had difficulties to come out playing. The boys were not pleased on just kicking the ball in 5-second balls, which is something that is valid in the game. And we spoke before the game. We say this team is probably in the league the ones that press the most, and the way they reduce the spaces in the middle is incredible. They're very good at that. So when you jump those lines and you are effective on holding the ball and using those intervals or those spaces, and you're clever there. We did it a couple times in the first half, and then they start just reducing it, because like a trade in there. So now I don't press you much because you are affecting me, but we didn't do it with frequency. That means that they felt that they were having success with it, and for us it was difficult, and we start making mistakes. Second half, we corrected. We say, well, sometimes it's not pretty. We are going to cop that intensity. We're not going to find those spots. We look for something else. And then, very uncomfortable game, but we resolved it. Incredible, good to see the fans, the stadium, to see them having that pride of having the title. I know we have to aim for the big prize, and we'll do it. But still, just feeling that you're champions, that we have a trophy here in the city, that we are Orlando City. That atmosphere, I felt it different, and today was a beautiful night. So the 3 points, they deserve it, and I was so happy, and the players as well. They were talking in the locker room about those fans. It's great. Hopefully we can keep doing it and aiming for that big prize that I know that we want to bring to Orlando.
Luis Carlos Pineda, Loud and Proud Orlando. Thank you, Profe. The first half, congrats, first and foremost. The first half, 1 shot, the total shot, and the second half, 5. What was the turning point on that? And Mackie Holiday, how will you rate his performance today?
What I start with the second one, Mike is growing, improved from our academy, from the town, and he's setting the tone now. I think the decision of opening that avenue for him is important, and he's been responsible of performing well. He already knows that this is what needs to happen. So we're very happy and pleased with the way Mike is growing. The first one?
And it was one shot
The
on
one
goal
shot.
in the
That's
first
the
half,
one that I
and then
don't
5 in the
want to
second.
I went in the locker room and I asked Diego, we haven't taken a shot. I mean, no. And I say, hey, you know what? I like the game, but we haven't taken a shot. And say, but we have heart. These guys are a good team, and it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be very tight, the game, and yeah. But obviously, it's much better when you come up like the game that we play friendly against New England. In the first half, we have almost 11, 12 options to score, and I don't know how many shots, 0, and then we lost them. And I reviewed at home and I say, what we need to be solid in the back. And hopefully in the next games we can have more effectiveness, better in the last third, and then we can have more shots for sure. But obviously didn't like it, but I like the team spirit, the heart, I like it. I thought that the game required that.
Estoy muy feliz, estoy pasando por un momento feliz en mi vida, tanto hoy en lo futbolístico como fuera de la cancha. Por suerte el equipo pudo sacar un partido que fue dificilísimo. Sabíamos que así iba a ser, que Red Bull es un equipo que corren todos, son muy presionadores, dejan muy pocos espacios y sabíamos que era muy importante llevarnos los 3 puntos hoy en casa y por suerte lo pudimos hacer y con la celebración estoy muy contento de este momento en mi vida.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm going through a very, very happy time in my life right now, not just with my football, but off the field as well. So thankfully we were able to get 3 points as well against a Red Bull team that's very difficult, and in a game that was incredibly difficult. They always run, they all press, and they give you absolutely no space. So to take 3 points tonight was fantastic. It's a great win for the team to be able to win here at home, and also for the announcement.
Habíamos entrenado ayer el penal y nada, hoy yo sentí que tenía mucha confianza para tirar el penal de hoy y nada, se lo pedí a mis compañeros y bueno, por suerte pude patear y hacer el gol.
Yeah, we talked about we talked and trained penalties yesterday, and today I just felt like I had a ton of confidence, and so I told that to my teammates, and thankfully they agreed and let me take the PK, and thankfully I scored.
¿Qué te pareció la atmósfera con todos los fans, más de 24.000 fanáticos ahí gritando? ¿Se vienen más partidos así? ¿Quisieras eso?
Sí, la verdad que el equipo está dando buenos resultados y así la gente lo está sintiendo y nos está acompañando mucho. Y la verdad que hoy, antes de iniciar el partido, fue un lindo momento con la presentación de la Copa. Lo que hicieron en la tribuna también estuvo muy bueno. Y nada, esperemos poderle seguir dando buenos resultados a la gente para que nos pueda seguir acompañando.
Gracias.
Yeah, it's when the team is getting good results, the fans are able to feel that, and they'll be there with you every step of the way. And at the beginning of the game, it was just a beautiful sight with the banner ceremony and the tifo that the supporter section put together. It was fantastic, and so we'll just keep trying to get results for the fans and bring this atmosphere again.
No, sí, la verdad que una experiencia increíble. Era un sueño para mí, siendo tan joven, poder ir a un mundial y vivir todas las cosas que se viven ahí con una selección con grandes figuras. Para mí un sueño, y nada, he aprendido muchas cosas, el ser profesional todos los días, el entrenarse. No me tocó jugar y tuve compañeros que también le pasó y se seguían entrenando como si fueran titulares, y eso la verdad que uno aprende mucho porque uno a veces se enoja porque no juega o algo de eso, y la verdad que en la selección todos entrenan como si fueran titulares, y la verdad que eso fue una de las cosas que me dejó más enseñanza y trato de hacerlo aquí en el equipo.
Yeah, it was a dream come true to be there at the World Cup with my national team. It's something I've dreamt about for a long time, and to be able to be there and experience all of the things that come with being at the national team in that type of environment was just incredible. And I didn't get selected to play. I had some teammates that were also passed on this World Cup, but you just continue to train every day and continue to work and hopefully get to that in the next World Cup. and get that experience. But everyone at the national team trains as if they're going to be a starter every single game, and so being able to learn from that environment was incredible.
Orlando, just what was the experience like for you overall, just playing in front of not your home fans?
To be honest, when I walked out of the tunnel for the national anthem, I think I got a lot of adrenaline. I got pretty nervous. It was a crazy atmosphere. To me and my family was in the stands. They were here for the weekend to watch the game. And then I saw the wall walking out, and it was unreal. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited to play. The fans were amazing the whole 90 minutes, and just really happy that we got the win.
Luka, what was New York doing to you guys in the first half that was giving you so much trouble, and how did you sort of figure out how to play against that in the second half?
Yeah, we know New York's a team that likes to press a lot. They like to run a lot. They don't stop. They fight off second balls and they play long balls. So we knew coming to that game it was going to be a little bit of a scrappy game, and then we're going to have to grind it out and fight for our moments to play. Obviously, every time we tried to build out of the back, they would press. So we were hoping just to play off second balls and win them in the field, and then hopefully we can combine and move forward. So I think we did pretty well in the first half, and then in the second half we kind of got our groove. And once we got that penalty and from the doors put in the back of the net, we kind of calmed down and started to the game a bit more.
Obviously, you were one of the new players that kind of came in during the preseason, and you were able to catch up with most of your backline players for most of the preseason. But just to see that kind of all come to be in real time now for the regular season, how did that communication kind of go with Rodrigo, the rest of the guys in the backline, and Pedro?
Yeah, it was good. Rodrigo, Robin, Mikey, as well. Great group of people, great group of guys in the back line with us. Obviously in training, we've been working closely together through the whole preseason and games. Also, we did play different formations, and there's a 5 in the back, and today was a 4 in the back. But me and Robin are very good off the field and very close. So on the field, it's very good to have him by my side and protect me. And he's an amazing player. So with that experience, he's able to protect me and take care of me when I'm ready to go forward and come back.
Getting off on the right foot of the season, a win in your first game, you spent all those weeks in training camp, but to come out on opening night and get a win, vault yourselves forward, I mean, the satisfaction is going to be a lot.
Yes, for sure. That's the main thing for us, was coming out here winning, no matter what it takes, no matter how we did it, just come out and win and start the season off on a high note. There's going to be a lot of games coming up in the next few weeks with Champions League, and obviously we're at home again next weekend, so that's exciting to look forward to. But the boys are just really excited to get that first win on the season and start on a high note. And now we go into next week and work hard in training and prepare for the next game.
How did you see that game management towards the end of the game? 8 minutes of stoppage time. Obviously, Red Bulls are pressing, looking for that equalizer. Pedro came up with 2 crucial saves, but in game management wise, how did you see the team kind of manage to hold on to that result?
I thought we did really well with managing that. Obviously, when you come close to the end of the game and then we saw it was plus 8 minutes at a time, I was a bit shocked. Kind of like it was in the World Cup with the stoppage time that they were adding. So we just had to grind it out and with the players that we have in the back line. And like you said, Pedro and Ned made some big saves for us in the last 10-15 minutes. So it was good. We stuck together. We were confident, and we just wanted to seal the deal, and we did that.